Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today I have a very exciting announcement for you all. I'm so giddy about this announcement. I cannot wait. I wasn't sure whether or not, you've obviously seen the title, but I wasn't sure whether or not Supernatural-Athon was going to go again this year. And then I started getting questions towards the end of August from some people that took part last year, and I thought I'd better check and see who wants to take part. As it turns out, a lot of people do. So here we are with the Supernaturalathon announcement. So as was last year, this is the second year now for Supernaturalathon, and as similar as to last year, it's going to take part for the whole of October, so from October 1st to October 31st, and I'm really excited. The prompts have been done very differently this year. Let's get into those first, and then I will give you some more information towards the end of the video as well. So to start off with, there are 15 prompts because there are 15 seasons. This time round I have decided to do a prompt for every season, so each prompt is basically the title of an episode, the best episode from that season, so the episode that's got the highest ratings. On occasion I have decided to go for an episode that I preferred, that was my favourite episode from that season, so it might not necessarily be the best episode from that season, but I preferred it. Maybe it was a funny episode or something. So and then for the 15th season, because obviously it's not finished yet, I have just picked a prompt at random. You'll know what that is at the very end. It's the last prompt. So without further ado, let's get into the prompts, because otherwise we could be here for a while. So the first prompt for season 1, we've gone for Devil's Trap, which is episode 22, and that is to read a book with a symbol on the cover. So this symbol could be just about anything, to be perfectly honest. You can totally bend these to your will to work as you wish. Nobody's policing this, so do as you wish with these. So yeah, just a symbol on the cover for Devil's Trap. Season 2, we have All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2, which again is episode 22, and this is a book with supernatural being in it. Season 3 is Mystery Spot, episode 11. This is a reread, so this is the episode where Sam is reliving Tuesday over and over again, essentially stuck in Groundhog Day because the trickster's playing tricks on them and Dean keeps dying. So this is a reread, a book that you've already read before. Obviously I can't give you suggestions, so this is just a book you've already read before. This can be a graphic novel, this can be an audio book, it can be a very short book, it can be poems, it can be anything you want, just a reread essentially. I think sometimes it's nice to have a reread, it breaks it up sometimes, so yeah. Season 4, this is one that I wanted to pick because I really enjoyed this episode, is I'm going for Yellow Fever, which is episode 6. I love this one. I picked Yellow Fever for this one. This is to pick a comedy, horror / thriller. So horror or thriller that has a funny element to it. This can sort of be bent to your will, so if you are partway through a series that is a thriller or a horror series and you think there's a funny element to it, or you find it funny personally, maybe it's not specifically comedy, horror / thriller, but you find it funny, that can fit the prompt for you, so that works completely. For season 5, we have Changing Channels, which is the episode where the boys end up in sort of like essentially like Grey's Anatomy episode. It's just really funny. This is episode 8, so a book to movie / TV show adaptation. So again, just use this as you wish, just a book to movie adaptation or a book to TV show adaptation. So season 6, episode 15, we're going for The French Mistake. In this one, Balthazar sends the boys to an alternate universe to protect them from Azrael, and in order to do that he has to send them to an alternate universe in which they are in a TV show called Supernatural, and Sam is married to his actual real life wife. It's a really great episode. I love this one. It's really good. So for this one, I want you to pick up a sci-fi book, any type of sci-fi book. I wouldn't normally go for sci-fi with Supernatural because there isn't a great deal of sci-fi in Supernatural, but to be fair, there is an aliens episode where Dean is kidnapped by aliens. There are elements of alternate universes and also time travel in Supernatural, so I thought that a sci-fi one wouldn't be too strange to go for in Supernatural. I mean, Supernatural is strange anyway. If the weirdest thing is sci-fi prompt has come up, then I mean, we're having a good day, aren't we? So pick a sci-fi book for the 6th prompt. For prompt number 7, we are on Death's Door, episode 10. For this one, I want you to pick up a sad book. Now, this could sort of go in a million different ways, to be perfectly honest. It could be a sad book because it could be the last in a series that you've really enjoyed and you just know it's going to rip your heart out no matter what. It could, in general, just be a sad book because of the storyline or because it's a true story, and it's a non-fiction book and it's just absolutely harrowing and shocking what happens. So either of these types of sad books could work as well, or it could be a sad book in the sense that the storyline is absolutely shocking and you just cannot believe, you're just unsure whether or not you're even going to be able to get through the book, but you just want to give them a go, but it's absolutely shocking and mortifying. You just cannot believe what you've read. It can give you all of those emotions as well. So a sad book could be any types of those. Totally bend this to your will. Do what you wish with this one, but just a sad book in general. Yeah, that one would work for that. So for season 8, the 8th prompt, LARP and The Real Girl is the episode we're going for, which is episode 11. I want you to pick a queer fantasy. Season 9, we're going to go for episode 5 again. This is another one where I wanted just to pick a really fun episode. This is Dog D in Afternoon, and I just love this episode, if you know what episode I'm on about. The later seasons, I'm not going to specifically tell you specifics of the episodes because not everybody is up to date. I know I'm not up to date. So this episode, I absolutely loved it though. I want you just to pick a book featuring an animal. As simple as that. It can just have an animal on the cover, it can have an animal in the book, it can have an animal in the title, like an animal name in the title. So yeah, just a book featuring an animal. Season 10, episode 5, we're going for fan fiction. I really enjoyed this episode actually. So for this one, I just want you to pick a book that's featuring fan fiction. This isn't as easy to pick, but I do have a couple of recommendations here. So I've got Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This has some fan fiction in it and it's a great book. I really enjoyed this one. Then we've got Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zapier. I loved this book. This is fantastic. Great mental health rep as well. So really highly recommend picking this one up. Actually, similarly, this has got great anxiety rep in it as well. So yeah, really good mental health rep in this. I've also got The Extraordinaries by TJ Klune that I've just very recently read. This has got queer superheroes in it. So similarly, if you wanted another queer fantasy, this one you could pick up. This is an urban fantasy, but you could pick this one up. Queer rep, also has fan fiction in it and has a really good mental health rep in it as well. So highly recommend picking this one up as well. So that's a good one. So just have a quick Google, see if there's anything else you can spot that you quite fancy the look of. Season 11, we're going for episode 4, Baby. I loved this episode so much. Dean's car is like my life. I'm obsessed with it. So for this one, I want you to read a book with a vehicle on the cover. As simple as that. It could just be a car wheel, it can be an entire plane, it can be a skateboard, could work as well, scooter, a bike, like a bicycle, a motorbike, just a vehicle on the cover of, if it's got wheels or it flies or something similar, it counts. So a vehicle on the cover. For season 12, I've gone for episode 11, which is regarding Dean. This one, I want you to pick a book up featuring witches. Now for this specifically, it doesn't have to be witches specifically. You can also go for mages and warlocks. I will accept those as well. Season 13, we're going for Supernatural, which is episode 16. I am obsessed with this episode. It's so fantastic. And I want you to read a graphic novel for this one. As simple as that. Very simple indeed. For season 14, we're going for Lebanon, which is episode 13, and in this one I want you to read a book about family. Now this one doesn't have to be blood family, so you can also have maid family as well. So, and then the final prompt is Carry On My Wayward Son, and this is to read the next in a series. It's as simple as that. I know that the last episode is going to be called Carry On, so in theory this kind of fits with season 15, but just wanted to drag it out a bit longer and put My Wayward Son and yeah, read the next in a series. So other information I need to tell you about very quickly, because I don't want this to go on too long because people won't watch it and they won't join in. The group book is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I did put this up on Twitter as an option. There were 4 options I think, and this one came through as the winner. only just though. So yeah, really excited about this one. It's following a young girl called Evie O'Neill. She's been exiled from her old hometown and shipped off to the bustling streets of New York. She has to live with her uncle, and her uncle Will, it's 1926 New York, and her uncle Will is obsessed with the occult. Evie's worried that he'll discover her darkest secret. She's got a supernatural power that has brought her trouble so far, but when her uncle Will is called by the police to help out with a dead person case, Evie realizes that she might be able to use her supernatural power to help them out with the case. I don't know where this is going to go, but I've heard incredible things about this series. It is a bit of a chunker, will fit for several of the prompts, so you can double up on the prompts, you could triple up on the prompts. If you can find one book that'll fit all of the prompts, knock yourself out. You don't need to do all of the prompts by any means, just do whatever you want, as little as you want, as much as you want. If you want a book for every single prompt, like I'm probably going to end up trying to do because I'm an overachiever, you can do that 100%, but I wanted to pick a book that would fit in with some of the prompts, so this will fit in with the prompt of supernatural beings. It will also fit in with the family prompt as well, so it will fit in with both of those prompts. There is going to be an Instagram photo challenge as well set up over on Instagram, so I'll link Instagram, Twitter down below. There's also going to be a Discord channel, so I'll link that down below as well. So I have like an entire page for Instagram photo challenges for the entire month of October, which I'm super excited about. So it would be great for you to get involved in those. If you do the Instagram photo challenges, come and join us for that. It will be really good. I've tried to tie it in as much as I can with the prompts as well, so you can use your books to sort of fulfill some of those photo challenges. And I think that's everything you need to know. Any other information, I'll leave a link down below. I'll leave information for it down below and you can go check it out. I hope you come and join us. Please let me know if you do. Chat to me in the comments and let me know. And if you got to the end of this video, leave me a little ghost in the comment section if you don't want to leave another comment. I would really appreciate it, and I shall hopefully see you around in October for the readathon. Bye for now.